I mean, we're going to be as claimant accessible and friendly as we can be. It's your program. You're the ones that have been damaged. So we're going to try and pull this off the right way. Now, if you're a real estate broker or a real estate agent, there is no way under the program that we're setting up that you would be eligible. The courts wouldn't find you eligible. I don't believe anybody who evaluates a real estate agent broker claim would find you eligible under the Gulf Coast Claims Facility program. But I've concluded that a separate fund must be set aside in equity, not law, to help real estate brokers and agents on the Gulf who have been seriously harmed by this bill. So there will be a separate amount, not part of the Gulf Coast Claims Facility. We're setting it up now with the Florida Real Estate Association, the Florida Association of Realtors. There will be earmarked a separate, segregated amount of money to help real estate brokers in need. I don't think it's required. I don't think any court in Florida, federal or state, would recognize such a claim in law, but that doesn't matter. Everywhere I've gone in the Gulf, I've heard about the plight of real estate agents and brokers. We will set aside a separate amount for real estate agents and brokers who otherwise would not be eligible. We'll do that. I think that's the right thing to do, having heard from John Seabree here in Florida and other real estate agents and brokers. That's how the program works. Now remember, when you file on Monday at 12:01 a.m., if you are eligible and if you can document your emergency request, you will be paid within 48 hours or a business within 7 days. You relinquish absolutely no rights. Well, if I take the emergency money next Monday, do I waive my right to sue BP later on? Absolutely not. You waive no rights. If you're eligible, take the money. You waive no rights. Here's the cash. Later on, end of September, October, November, next year, you'll have the right to file another claim for a final payment. I've already got my emergency payment. That'll be deducted from my final payment. Now I'm here for a final payment. Since I got the emergency payment in August or September or October or November, now I want to file for a final payment with the Gulf Coast Claims Facility for all of my remaining damage now and forevermore into the future. If I'm eligible, and if you agree, Ken Feinberg, that this is my damage now and forevermore, now I get a check, just like the emergency payment, but now I waive my right to litigate or to sue BP. Now I'm releasing BP from any lawsuit in return for an amount for a final payment. Now I want to say something just in passing about the final payment, because it's very interesting, you see. First of all, the final payment is and the emergency payment beginning Monday, purely voluntary. No one's required to come to this facility. If you don't want to come to the facility, you'd rather sue BP, you want to go to court, go ahead. This is a purely voluntary, you relinquish no rights. The same with the final payment. Mr. Feinberg, I don't think that my motel will be restored to the way it was before the spill. I lost a lot of business, tourism, and I don't think my motel on the beach will be back up and running for 18 months. 18 months I'm going to still suffer harm. No. We've checked with everybody. We've talked to the tourism people in Florida. We've talked to everybody. We think you'll be up and running within 6 months. You'll be ready next season. Your choice. Your choice. With all due respect, Mr. Feinberg, we think you're wrong, and I'm not taking the money, and I'm going to go sue BP, or I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do. Go ahead. Versus, here's a check. In addition to the emergency payments were paid last August. Here's a check. Now you release BP. Your call. Now what I find very, very interesting, I'm sure everybody finds this very interesting. I'm now back in Florida. When I first came to Florida, disaster. You can't fish, you can't swim, the water's tainted, oil's everywhere, it'll be years, we'll never recover. Now I see the president's coming down. I see that they've opened up the shrimp grounds yesterday, and the fishing grounds are largely open, and now I'm reading in the newspaper, people are returning to the Gulf. I don't know, that's why I got to come and listen to you guys. I don't know. But every day that goes by, I'm saying to myself, looks like it's getting better. How long will be the lasting impact of the spill? As opposed to just, the economy's tough and people can't spend the way they used to, and there are other reasons for a fall off in tourism. That's why I'm here.